let's face it, Thor is not a cool character. I mean, like, what does he have going for him? I mean, he's buff. He's got long, luscious hair. He's handsome. He's a god of thunder. You know, that's stupid. Who cares about that? Just look at the exaggerated swagger of this black teen.
Exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
Whoa! Now that's what I call a cool character. So when Marvel finally announced what if Miles Morales became Thor, you know, I just got so excited.
Exaggerated swagger.
Finally, Thor is cool now. He has swagger. He you know, bumps that new Kendrick Lamar and shit, you know? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a really long time ago, I stumbled upon this comic panel on Reddit, and I just knew we had a gem here. And, you know, I'm finally getting around to it, and I gotta say, you know, it's definitely one of the comics of all time. Before we dive into this comic book, I'd like to give a special shout out to Yehudi Mercado, who is perhaps possibly the greatest writer who is of the ethnicity of not being black. He's not even black. I don't know why he wrote this. Thank you for gracing us with this amazing comic book. Now, this first panel here, there's a lot to unpack here. Let's start with the most obvious thing here first, which is the character design. Yeah, you guys know how Thor is usually depicted as like a warrior god who's wearing some Viking battle armor type shit. Well, you know, with this design for Miles Morales, since, you know, Miles Morales is of course black, they decided to give him compression clothing and a hoodie to give that sporty streetwear style. Because black people be ballin', you know, they're athletic. So of course this totally not racist character design has to implicate that. That's why he got them Air Mjolnir ones, bro. Like, come on. them hoes fresh, bro. Dead stock, out the box, you know what I'm saying? And how could we forget about that lightning bolt fade? Bro has the best barber in all of Asgard. Shit, with a cut like that, his barber might even be the best in all of the 9 realms. I mean, that is a cool haircut, man. Joke's over. You're dead, looking ass boy, man. Get your ass out of it. The first panel also opens up with a rap. Maker long ago, old eagles shall spread. Then the world tree grew in Brooklyn instead. Immerses we traverse the universe. From the vast multiverse comes this dope verse. That shit's dope. The stars shine upon the realm of the gods. Forge mighty battles with his forest squad. Where's the lightning go after wars are won?
I don't know where it go.
What victories lie for the son of sons. He's got style and he's got flair.
He's dripping, bro.
With his kicks, you know he's in hot pursuit, bitch. Old enough to know that he don't know all.
He kinda stupid.
He wants to have a ball before the fall.
He tryna ball.
All his dreams rain from the clouds tomorrow type shit. He brings the thunder. Best believe it, bro. He got that thunder, bitch. It's like, you know what I'm saying? How many more stereotypes can we fit in this comic book? But he is low-key when he wants to be. Name on marquees like his Uncle Loki. Odin's son. He's the son of gods and kings. Got so many wins. Check out all those rings. And for some reason, Asgard is littered with graffiti. Oh, you know, because they just have such a vibrant culture. Graffiti and stuff, you know, art, you know, that's what they do, you know. Miles goes to meet with his friends and 2 ravens fly to him and start telling stories of his heroics. He calls his mission in Muspelheim straight fire, and the other mission he had with dwarves, he says that they work hard, play hard. Like the Wiz Khalifa song. Wow, very cool rap reference, guys. Oh, don't worry, because there's more of those in the comic. Okay, but seriously, guys, the amount of graffiti here is insane. Like, this shit looks like the ghetto. The ravens remind Miles that today's the big day, to which he responds, I'm trying to have a chill day and y'all are making me think about my responsibilities. What do you mean by that? What are you trying to say, he's not responsible? Miles meets up with his friends and they immediately start debating on whether or not the world is flat. I wish I was making this up. Anyways, his hangout gets cut short because, remember guys, today's the big day. His father's Jubilee. And for anyone like me who didn't know what the fuck that word meant, it's basically just a celebration in his honor, and rumor has it that his father is gonna name him as his heir. Air Jordan. Get it, guys? Because they like Jordans. They wear Jordans, get it? Now, to me, personally, the craziest part of this comic book so far is the fact that Miles has a father. Uncle Loki shows up out of nowhere to dap him up. He wants to take him somewhere before the festivities. Word, let's bounce. Bro, who talks like this? By the way, peep the drip on Unc here. He doesn't have one chain. No, not 2 chains. Bro has 3 different chains. Bruh. Nah, cause what the hell, bro? They even graffitied the bottom of the bridge. This shit can't be good for the property value of this area, man. Before going on their little adventure, Miles calls his hammer and says, "Hammer time." Haha, get it, guys? Cause MC Hammer is a black guy and he says, "Hammer time." Get it? It's, you know, it's a black joke. You know, some of you probably don't even understand that reference. It's okay. You know, you guys weren't invited to the barbecues like me. It's all right. And of course, his fucking hammer is graffiti too, bro. Like, we then cut to Odin and Freya, who are actually wearing appropriate attire for their character, surprisingly, when a guard barges in and informs Odin of a breach in his vault. Loki brings Miles to Jotunheim to grab a gift for Odin's Jubilee, and Miles complains about the cold. Then he proceeds to compliment Loki's fit by saying, "You've got that swag on lock, Unc." The ice giants appear suddenly and say, "You are not welcome on Jotunheim," which honestly is pretty surprising because with how this comic has been going so far, I would have thought they would have said, "Hey, you in the wrong hood." Anyways, they start fighting, and I'd like to point out that the frost giants here have dreads, which, you know, this is just low-key cursed to me. I don't know how to feel about this. Miles proceeds to get his ass jumped by 5 brolic ice dudes who lay down some BBC. That, of course, stands for Big Blue Club, because as you can see in the panel, the ice giants are wielding big blue clubs. Unc walks away from Miles and tells him to fight like how he would want to fight, not how anyone would expect him to fight, which inspires him like an anime protagonist, giving him the ability to beat the shit out of the ice giants randomly all of a sudden. Now that was a banger, bro. Loki and Miles take the skull of Leve, king of the frost giants, and Loki explains how Odin killed him and his lieutenants. It's recounted as one of Odin's greatest victories. Damn! Upon hearing this, Miles has second thoughts about becoming king. On the night of the celebration, Odin is unenthusiastic as he's presented with various gifts from different guests, to which Miles says, "Pop is hating on all these gifts." Loki then enacts his plan to reveal Leve's skull using Miles to bring everyone's attention. All eyes on me. Haha, get it, guys? Okay, this one is so clever because not only did he say this to get everyone's attention, but it's also the name of a Tupac album. Wow, that's an epic reference. I mean, this writing is just amazing. Loki then uses his magic to resurrect Leve, and Leve attacks Miles while Loki confronts Odin. Flip it and reverse it. Oh my gosh, guys, another rap reference. This one is from Work It by Missy Elliott, guys. Wow. They really just can't help themselves. They just keep putting it in. I'm so glad they keep shoehorning rap lyric references into the dialogue. That's just awesome, you know, because every black person that I've ever met speaks like this. This is 100% accurate. Miles then proceeds to get frozen alive while Loki and Odin continue to argue. Loki asks if Odin is just gonna stand there and let Miles die, and Odin, being the caring, amazing father that he is, literally does not give a fuck if he dies. He points the blame to Loki, saying that his blood would be on his hands because he's the one that brought this dude back alive, and that if Miles can't even defeat Leve, then he doesn't deserve to be king. Damn, you know, if his father was going to be this terrible, he might as well have just abandoned him at birth. However, Miles is miraculously able to break free through the power of plot armor and proceeds to rock Leve's shit while spewing more rap lyric references. Ain't no party like an Asgard party because an Asgard party don't quit. They not like us. So yeah, he saves the day, Loki gets arrested and is to be banished to Jotunheim, but before he gets sent off, Miles asks him why he did all of this, and basically, it was just his way of testing if Miles was ready to be king, which he failed, cause he's not a monster. Damn, maybe the real good guy here is Loki. Odin is kind of an L father, to be honest. And he's bald. Weeks pass and Miles is sulking in his bedroom with Sif, telling her how his father isn't talking to him, when all of a sudden a portal opens in front of them. Standing in the portal is Wolverine, Hulk, and Captain America, who are all variants of Miles Morales, trying to gather help to fight Uncle Loki, who has somehow escaped. That fast. Wow. I mean, the Asgard security is just trash, I guess. Like, what the fuck? Sorry to interrupt, Thor, but it seems your uncle has escaped and is causing quite a ruckus on Earth. Our Earth, bub. But can we come back here? Because this place looks dope. And that is What If Miles Morales Became Thor. Thank you for joining me to read this. This comic book was garbage, but there's actually like a whole series of What If Miles Morales is, where he's different characters. So if you guys want to see that, like 10K likes on the video. I set it super high specifically so I wouldn't have to go through this again. Okay, bye.